503, 4 watt here.
John out there what went on in California yesterday. There was a lot of commotion out there, and I was wondering if you knew or would explain what it was. Over.
No, he's very weak. He said there's some kind of commotion out here. Is that what he said? Over. No, I didn't hear anything here. I missed the news last night, so I know there's been a lot of protests to the school boards about stopping this ungodly curriculum they're trying to push on the students, but I don't know if that's what he's talking about. Over. Yeah, what did he say, Charlie? I just barely heard him.
Relay, John. I want to know why State Farm canceled all the insurance for homeowners in California yesterday. I had not heard of that. K1BOB, over to you, John.
Oh, thanks, Bob. K1BOB, WA6LJS. Yeah, State Farm is not taking any more applications for homeowners, and they did cancel a number of them. I still have State Farm. I've been with State Farm for about 60 years, and have everything, the house, the earthquake insurance, the car with them. So they didn't cancel me. They said they'll keep me, but they raised my prices about 50%. So it's outrageous, but you're pretty stuck because the only other, none of the other insurance companies will insure the certain areas in California because of the fire danger. But anyway, yeah, that's what they're doing. They won't take any more new customers, and they're keeping very few of their old customers. WA6LJS.
Thank you very much.
He thanks you very much, John. K1BOB. Wow, 50%. That's a killer. I've got some State Farm, but not everything. Very good, John. Thanks for that. K1BOB, standing by.
Yeah, thanks for the relay, Bob. WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, NX6RG. John, you're booming into the Bay Area this morning, but the other thing that happened yesterday is Gavin Newsom announced that he wants to amend the Constitution to ban certain types of weapons, etc. Over.
Oh, boy. That sounds like that nut. Yeah, that's ridiculous. I know. That sounds exactly what he'd like to do. But anyway, yeah, you came way up, Bob. You're a solid S9 now locally. NX6RG, WA6LJS.
Yeah, same with you, John. You're solid S9 and sometimes a little bit over. Anyway, NX6RG standing by for the Flyers net.
K4YDB net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. That will be starting in about 6 minutes. Well, 5.5 minutes.
K4YDB, put me in the Florida.
KD0RSA, K4YDB. I got you on the list. Bob, put you at the top.
I do appreciate it. I'll say I'm interested in the Navy. I heard also the Navy is 20 military ships or Navy ships in the towards the ocean. That's what I heard on the ham last night. KD0SA, bouncing that over. Here's the frequency in use.
Frequencies in use, oh man. Thanks for asking.
Thank you, 7-3.
W5OG K4YDB. Dale, I'm just going to go off your list. What I've got written down is a little bit out of a different order, but I'm just going to use your list.
Okay, mighty fine, Charlie. W5OG.
I can sing because this is the stream. Okay, this is K4YDB, Kilo 4 Yankee Delta Bravo. I'm going to be the net control operator for this edition of the Air Force's Flyers Club Net. This net normally meets every day at this time on 14.290 megahertz, preferably. Our members are active duty, retired, and veterans that supported our Air Forces in all branches of the military. Okay, the purpose of this net is to promote fellowship between those amateurs who gave a portion of their lives to support the missions of our Air Forces. To contact Net Control, this is a controlled net. To contact Net Control, please use the words contact, relay, info, or check-in. Anyone is welcome to join our net. You do not have to be in the military, and you do not have to join us. But we do appreciate you being there. But when checking in with us, please give us your call sign phonetically, along with your name and your QTH. And I'm sure somebody will hear you out there. We got people all over the country. And we'll get you on the list, and so that way you can join us there. For information about this net, you can go and visit our website. We're at the Air Forces Flyers Club.org. I'll repeat that. That is Air Forces, plural, Flyers, plural, Club.org. A lot of good information, a lot of bios, a lot of good history up there. Really clean site. I think you'd really enjoy reading some of this stuff. But take a look at it if you get a chance. We do meet on Echolink every day also for a few minutes. And we also use that as a fallback. If conditions are really bad, then we just go on over to Echolink. But we also have a net. We use NetLogger also. So we're all on NetLogger. So you can see us. And today I am streaming. I'm going to be streaming on two different microphones. I don't know what that's going to sound like, but I'm going to give it a try anyway and see what happens. We do have a list established, and before we go down the list, do we have any more check-ins to the Flyers net? Call now. KM4CAX. KM4CAX. Morning, Jack. Anybody else? John, WA6LJS, can you put a call out from California for me, please?
Wilco, this is WA6LJS relaying for Net Control for the Friday Morning Air Force Flyers Net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. We got November 4 Golf Victor in there, Charlie. Did you hear him?
Negative.
Okay, put him on the list. November 4 Golf Victor.
Okay, I've got him on the list now. I'll use you to relay him in for me. All right, let's try Mr. Bill up there in New York. Bill, can you put out a call for us, please?
Will do, Charlie. This is W2WLD, upstate New York. Relaying for Net Control for the Air Forces Flyers Club. We're taking initial check-ins. Members or guests, please call now. I think you got them all, Charlie.
Thanks, Mr. Bill. How about Dale, W5OG, the big gun? Why don't you put out a call for us, please?
Will do, Charlie. This is Whiskey 5 Oscar Golf Relay. Relaying for Net Control. We're taking additional check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net this Friday morning. Members or visitors, call now. All quiet on the central front there. Back to you, Charlie.
Thanks, Dale. Before we begin, I'll go down the list of what I have here. All right, so far on the list, we got Don K0ZNC. He's going to be coming in via Echolink. Whiskey 6 Victor Alpha Hotel. Mr. Harley out there in Loma Linda, California, at the VA hospital. We have, let's see, KD0RSA, Mr. Mo. I got our visitor here, Ryan, AE0TO. I got W5OG Dale, who's a short timer. Cliff Mobile, W4PIX. John LJS, our treasurer. W6LJS. We got W4PUO, Mr. Lee. We got W6WAY, Jim. W5ABI, Joe. KA4YES, K1BOB, our commander, Bob, W2WLD, Mr. Bill, N4GYY, Frank, we got W4CUV, Florida. I don't recognize the call, so I'll put him up first. NX6RG, we got Bob, and Bob's the one that provided us with the question for today. Something just went weird over here. But WB5DRI, we got Brian, we got W7AJN, KM4CAX, and N4GV, Golf Victor Greg. Do we have any more chickens to the Flyers nut? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give the question of the day, and then we'll go ahead and pick up all the short timers. Okay, this is courtesy of NX6RG, Mr. Bob. Bob, thank you very much for this. Okay, the question is, fifth generation weapons are now in development, including air-to-air missiles, hypersonic missiles, and ground attack weapons. Which of the following is not characteristic of fifth generation weapons? Okay, A, Alpha, stealthy. Bravo, faster. Charlie, longer range. Delta, artificial intelligence enhanced. Echo, collaborative, meaning you can work together. They can work together to strike a target. And I'll get this one out in just a minute. Digitally designed. Okay, you want me to repeat that? Does anybody need me to repeat that?
Yeah, please.
Sorry. All right. A, Alpha, stealthy. Bravo, faster. Charlie, longer range. Delta, artificial intelligence enhanced. Echo, collaborative, meaning that they can work together to strike a target. And Foxtrot, digitally designed. I got trouble with that word. Digitally designed. Okay. Did you get it? Do I need to repeat it again? Okay, there is also a bonus question here. Okay, the F-22 stealth fighter was developed to be a dominant air superiority fighter. It boasted a first look, first kill capability that made it superior to all adversaries. This is just true or false. Okay, the Chinese J-21 fighter and its PL-15 air-to-air missile have diminished the F-22 threat so that it no longer has a first look, first kill advantage against that adversary. Okay, that's just a true or false. Do I need to repeat anything? Okay, let's go ahead and pick up our short timers then. We'll start with Don on ZNC over there on Echolink. John, can you bring Don in for us, please?
Roger, I'll bring him in. Go ahead, Don.
Into the mid-70s.
VA6LJS, back to net.
Thanks for that, John. K0ZNC Don 73s, and have a good day today. And we will look for you a little bit later. I'll break with you. Let's go to Whiskey 6 Victor Alpha Hotel. Harley out at the VA hospital in Loma Linda. Harley, I haven't talked to you in a while. What's happening, my friend?
Hey, good morning, Chuck. Charlie, excuse me, this is W6VA8 Harley at the VA hospital in Loma Linda, California, where it's a foggy day and in the 60s right now. Supposed to be forecasting rain for our weekend here, surprisingly. Let's see. First off, I just want to invite anybody that would like to check in with the net that I will be operating today here at the VA hospital starting at 1600 UTC on 14.255. So the invitation is out there to check in with W6VA8. And I just wanted to mention I just returned from a 800-mile road trip solo to visit my mother up in Northern California. So I'm kind of beat. Yesterday was a recovery day. This was my second day following that long solo trip that started out. It was took me about 13 and a half, 14 hours to make the trip. In response to the question, I'm just going to take a wild guess of Foxtrot digitally designed system. And I didn't really hear I think it was a true-false on the whether or not China had an airplane that was capable of dealing with the U.S.'s F-22. So I'm gonna go with false on that. I think probably the F-22 was superior in that regard with the weapon system. So I just want to thank everybody for letting me check in on the Flyers net. Sure do appreciate that, and I want to say hello to all the Flyers out there at 73. A great weekend, everyone. And send it back to net control. This is W6VA8.
W6VAH K4YDB. Well, I got your questions down as false and Foxtrot there. 73s, and I hope you have a good net today. Conditions seem to be pretty good here. I'm hearing just about everybody. But anyway, 73s, Harley. He wanted to remind everybody about the net on 14.255. That'll start up in about 45 minutes here. So 73s, Harley. Enjoy your net. Break with you. Let's go to, let's see, we got Dale, W5OG. Dale, you're our next short timer.
Okay, very good, Charlie. Good morning again to all on the net and all the Flyers and our visitors here. Yeah, we got to take Rusty up to the vet this morning, so just his routine checkup and some shots, I guess. So anyway, very interesting question here from Bob in X6RG, the professor. And thank you for that, Bob. I looked those over. I don't know that range has anything to do with the Gen 5 or 5th generation weapons. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure. But anyway, Charlie would be my response. That'd be my first guess. And you're supposed to always go with your first inclination, I guess. So I don't believe it has anything to do with range, but I could be wrong. So don't anybody get in line behind that. Let's see, as far as your second question, goodness, I hope the answer is false, but I don't know. That's a wonder to me, but I think they still have trouble seeing it, or finding it because of the stealthiness of the F-22. But I could be wrong. But put me down for Charlie and false. And 7-3, everybody, and John, if you would, continue with net logger, and then make sure that you close it out when the net is finished, because we're going to be on our way here just shortly. Charlie, thanks for doing the net for Mike, and 7-3, everybody, have a great day and a great weekend coming up. We'll try and see you on the maybe the afternoon session this afternoon on the round table there. Back to you, Charlie, K4YDB in the net, W5OG. Good morning, everybody.
W5OG, K4YDB with 73s, Dale. We'll look for you tomorrow on Brian's net. I think, Brian runs the net tomorrow. Anyway, I got you down for Charlie and False. But let's see, where am I at here? All right, 73s, Dale. Let's go to, that's the last short timer I have on the list. Let's check in with some of our visitors. Alpha Echo 0, Tango Oscar. What you got for our net today?
First time checking in. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I got a lot of stuff going on here on the band, locally at least. But just first time checking in. Retiree of the Air Force, security forces, got on the ground, but flew on several different platforms, particularly blue and white out of Andrews, some stuff that goes to various locations in the mountains. So just checking in and appreciate everybody for their service that's on this net, and everybody have a wonderful day. 73s from Central Missouri, 80 to you. Be listening.
Ryan, did you hear the question?
Negative on the question.
Roger. Check in with us more often, and don't forget to visit our site. I think you'll really enjoy it. Anyway, 73s, Ryan, and have a good day. Let's go to Mo, KD0RSA. Mo, what's happening?
K4YDB, KD0RSA. Well, thank you, Charlie, for picking me up. I was just listening on the ham last night to what was going on out in California, and I just thought maybe you fellas could fill in the blanks today. State Farm insurance information, and also I heard that it was confirmed last night that the Navy moved 20 warships out to sea yesterday afternoon, and they also moved artillery trucks up I-5, and they was pointing out towards the Pacific, and ever so far, I don't know how many half miles, quarter mile, or a mile apart up I-5 for how long, I don't know. But that was what I heard last night. And as far as your answer, they all sound like it's possible, but all 50, be careful, because I know the warheads have more than warhead on them that can go different directions after they get above the surface. And as far as true or false, I'll go with false on that. KD0RSA, back to Charlie. Good morning,
KD0RSA, K4YDB. What was your answer to the first question?
Echo.
Roger. Got you down for Echo. You going to stick around for the 73 round?
Well, I'm going to listen and see if you guys put out any news about what went on in California. I'll postpone my work this morning.
Roger. Okay, we'll give you a shout on the 73 round in case there's some information that comes available. Let's go ahead and start down. That's all the short timers I got here. Let's start down our regular list. Mr. Cliff, W5PIX. Cliff, you're up.
Well, thank you, Charlie. This is W5PIX in the mobile unit 18-wheeler type. Well, I thought I'd take a shortcut here, and turns out they're putting asphalt down, so we're in the line with all the other 18-wheelers here that's got hot rocks on their trailers. Oh, my goodness. I don't know. On the rockets there, boy, they're more intelligent than I am, because I know they constantly want to work. But I don't know. I think I'll go with Echo on that also. And false with the F-22. We're constantly, if not, then Jason will be out of work out there at Salt Lake. So, they're still working on that F-22. So there you go. Beautiful. afternoon or morning, excuse me. Beautiful morning here in Blanco, Texas. I'm out here in the hill country, and I was going to holler to you from Dripping Springs, Texas, but see, we've had a little long stretch there. But anyway, we're in Blanco, Texas, out here in the hill country, and Dale, don't feel bad. I got to take Miss Louise to the doctor here in just a little bit when I get home, so I don't have to do it tomorrow. So, dogs have got to pay a visit. And let's see, like I said, it's just beautiful out here. We were 64 degrees this morning in Austin, but it is warming up, and we are heading towards the triple digits. So, folks in Arizona won't have to be alone. We'll be out there right along with them. So with that, Charlie, I'm going to pass it back to you and all the flyers. Have a very good day. Still be riding along here and heading towards the home QTH. So, K4YDB, W5PIX Mobile out here in the hill country.
W5PIX K4YDB. Well, drive along safe there, Cliff. Yeah, you run in. You took a wrong turn this morning, Hound. You got stuck in traffic. That happens to me all the time. That's the fact. That's one of my favorite things. Looking forward to the traffic jam. I'll break with you. Let's go to John. WA6LJS. John, you're up.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. K4YDB, WA6LJS. Good morning, everybody. Well, conditions pretty good here. I'm hearing just about everybody locally right now. And you're solid 9. A couple times you peaked 10 over there, Charlie, so doing really good. Let's see, it's about 60 degrees and very overcast again, but it's a high overcast. It's not the fog marine front that usually where I can't even see my antennas. That hasn't been for about a week, but we're having these mornings that it's a very high overcast. Let's see, answer to the question, which one of the following is not fifth generation? I would go with Charlie. I think, like Dale said, I don't think the long range is criteria for the fifth generation fighters. So put me down for Charlie. And answer to the question about the F-22, I would say false. False also. So C and false. Back to you, and I'll be here to the bottom. K4YDB, WA6LJS. K6 Delta Lima Charlie.
K6 Delta E Lima Charlie. This is K4YDB. Net control. Can I help you?
Yeah, just want to check in. I haven't checked in, and it's very, very infrequent when I do check in to the position. My name's Daniel in California. Back to you. Sorry, but out of feet out of order.
K6 Delta Lima Charlie. I don't recognize the call. Have you checked in with us before? You went way down in the noise over. Try it again.
I have a paid up number, K6 Delta Lima Charlie.
Oh, okay. I got you now. You're Daniel, right? Roger. We got you on the list, unless you need to be a short timer.
I need a short timer. At 8:30 here, get ready to go out and everything. But next time I'm going to be a short timer, and I do apologize if I screw up your sequence. I really do.
No, you're fine.
60 degrees in Richmond City, California, and I'll take care.
K6 Delta Lima Charlie. K4YDB. Well, no, that's no problem. If you you're getting ready to pull out, so I'll say 73s to you. Did you hear our question this morning?
Yeah, Charlie and Paul.
Roger. Got you down for Charlie and False. All right, well, drive safe out there. You said you were getting ready to leave, so and I'll give you a shout on 73 round just in case you're still there. Let's go ahead and continue down our list. The next one was the one that was just real weak in here, only about 10 to 20 dB over. Lee, W4PUO, go ahead.
W4PUO here. Thanks, Charlie, from K4YDB Net Control. Well, I think your question was clear. You were talking about missiles and ground attack weapons. the natural instinct is to ask that question about airplanes. But with regard to missiles and ground attack, I'm going to go with the, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Foxtrot, digitally designed. And I'm going to go with false on the bonus question. Charlie, we have a beautiful day here in south central Texas, and it looks like I'm going to be able to get out and fix my garden fence. It's got a fence post that needs to be put back up. It's been rotted out at the bottom. I'm not really up for that, but I'll work on it all day and maybe tomorrow too to see what happens. Thanks, Charlie, for doing the net. K4YDB, W4PUO.
W4PUO, K4YDB. Well, Lee, you've always got a good signal in there to me. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing it right. Anyway, I'll break with you. I got you down for false and F and Foxtrot and false. Okay. Let's go to Jim, W6WAY in Corona. May need help with him. W6WAY. Jim, go ahead and take your turn.
Okay, thanks, Charlie. Let's see here. It's overcast here also, and it's 59 degrees. Supposed to warm up to 75, so we're going to have a nice day eventually, I guess. Anyway, the XYL is still over on the coast there. She took our granddaughter on the boat ride to watch the whales yesterday. So anyway, they're still over at the hotel in Dana Point here. Anyway, let's see. I think I'm going to say Charlie and Paul also, since that seems to be the answer here with everybody else. And anyway, let's see. Yesterday I got I bought a new printer. My printer had been out, and I bought two more. Neither one of them would work wireless. So I had the guy come out, and I paid him $100 to set up my printer. And he did a good job. I got three different computers now that are talking to the printer. So anyway, I had to go through three printers before I got one that would work. I think we could get later. Anyway, that's all I got here, Charlie. So thanks for running the net there, and I'll be here till the end. W6WAY.
W6WAY. I got all of that. Your signal's coming in pretty good here, Jim. I got all that. Yeah, I hope you got your printers all squared away there. Yeah, I've got a laser over here that's hardwired into this computer because I can't get the Wi-Fi to work on it. But I got another one in the other room that's a Wi-Fi, and it won't work because it says the ink cartridges need to be replaced. I put them in, but it's been 6 months since I used them, and so they say it's no good because they're old. But I got new ones, and when I need to print something, I just put them in them. I'll break with you. I got you pretty good. Let's try Joe, W5ABI. Joe, you're up. Is he talking?
He's on Utah as a receive only, Charlie, W2WLD.
Oh, okay. All right, so, okay, Joe, if you're receiving only, I hope you're having a good day. 73s, and, well, I'll try you again on the 73 round, just in case. Let's go to KA4YES. Tom, you're up.
Trying to get rid of that echo. And it's a beautiful day in Garfield, Minnesota. 70 degrees
right now. Weatherman says it's going to go to 81 degrees.
Is the frequency in use?
It's sunny all the
Frequencies in use, net in progress. Thanks for asking.
and that yesterday. 4 hours just visuals on a 100 paper hair. And all kinds of things. And I got about 2/3 of it done. Oh well, I got one more I got to get done today. Thinking about the question, I just, I pondered, and I said, I think there may be true false answers to it, and if you a few answers from me, I'd like to make them answer alpha and answer delta. I think both alpha and delta are probably false. So if you'll accept two, please do. If you will not accept two, just toss up and throw one at me. With that, I'll send this back to you, Charlie. You're doing a fine job. This is KA4YES, back to net.
KA4YES. Well, I got all of that. Your signal's not that strong in here, about a 5 to 6, but your audio's coming through quite nicely. All right, so I got you down for alpha and alpha or delta, but what about the second part? Is it true or false?
Again?
What about the bonus question? Do you have an answer for the bonus?
I give up on that.
Roger. I've got you down for alpha / delta. Let's go to, oh wow, I don't know about him. K1BOB, Mr. Bob, our commander. What you got today?
Good morning, Charlie. Good morning to all the flyers and visitors on the net today. Good to hear everybody. I'm hearing everybody, except for LAK, I think, which got in earlier. I'm just too close. Anyway, that's as Bob would say, that's a head scratcher. I don't know. We're mixing apples and oranges when we talk about hypersonic missiles, bombers, the B-21 5th gen, and the new fighters. So stealth was definitely something they're still looking at and an attribute of 5th generation, because the B-21's stealthier than anything to date, much more stealthy than the bombers. I mean, the air-to-air guys. Faster, hypersonic missile, that's darn fast, the fastest thing we got out there now, I guess. So that's another factor being looked at. The range, the B-21's got the longest range, I think, of any bomber, longer than a B-52. But not the same for hypersonic or fighters. So maybe I'll have to go with I hate being 11, but I don't know, Dale might have hit that right with Charlie. Delta AI enhancement, yeah, they're all getting that, and I've even read they've gone to fiber optics now to be even faster than wire. Collaborative strike, yeah, we're already doing that. Fighters talk to each other, and digital design is of all importance. I think there's 8 different CPUs on the B-21. Anyways, I'm going to answer Charlie. I'm not real happy with my answer, but I'm going to answer Charlie. And I think, yeah, the new Chinese fighter with their PL-15 missile I know is very formidable. And they're even going to have an export version which won't have the range. I think the range, the beyond visual range or actual range of the weapon, the PL-15, it's right up there with our AMRAAM, our advanced AMRAAM. That's the AIM-120. However, we've got a new one coming out that's going to even have better range, I believe. So I'm going to say I think we're holding our own with them right now. We're holding our own. So I'm going to go with the herd on false. So answer is Charlie and false. Sounds like that's to me. Thanks for running the net, taking it for Mike today, Charlie. Great signal all morning. I'll pass it back to you, get out of here, and I'm not getting out of here, but let some other folks in, because you got a nice long list today. K1BOB, back to you, K4YDB.
K1BOB, K4YDB. So you went for Foxtrot and false, correct?
No, Charlie, like your name, and false. Charlie and false.
Roger, I got you down for Charlie and false. Oh, I had it written down right. I just read it wrong. Anyway, okay, I got all that, Bob. Your signal's not as strong as it was earlier, but you're coming through quite nicely over here. I am copying you. I imagine there's people that are copying. If you're not on the stream, if you are on the stream, you'll hear me a little bit better than if you're not on the stream. The stream, because I got a different microphone that runs the stream every time I transmit. But anyway, I'll break with you, Bob, and let's go to Mr. Bill, W2WLD. Morning, Bill.
I think there was very good, Charlie. Boy, you're peaking 20 over S9 off the side of the beam. Really fine. Propagation generally pretty good today. And Charlie, thanks for taking the net. Appreciate it. Overcast 67. We did finally get some rain yesterday, and the smoke and haze has subsided. We're out of that air quality warning now. I did say a prayer for Rich this morning. He is undergoing triple bypass today, and we pray for the best possible outcome for K5LRS. The questions, as I looked at the list, I can go with stealthy and faster, and I think part of fifth generation does involve longer range, although that's a popular choice for a lot of people. And I know that working collaboratively is part of the fifth generation. I'm trying to find the one that doesn't apply. I bounce back and forth between Delta and Foxtrot, wrestling in my own mind with how those terms are defined. Artificial intelligence, just how deep, and digital design seems kind of amorphous. So after hearing Bob, our commander, say, yeah, they're involved with AI, I guess I'll go with Foxtrot, but I am not all that confident, and also I'll go false on the bonus. So Foxtrot and false, please, Charlie. K4YDB, W2WLD.
Info.
Go ahead, info.
Okay, Charlie, NX6RG. Several people have misunderstood the initial question. It refers to fifth-generation weapons, including air-to-air missiles, hypersonic missiles, ground attack weapons. It does not refer to aircraft. So I just want to provide that much of a clarification. Over.
Roger. I thought that's what I said, so I don't know if they picked it up or not. But yeah, it was fifth generation weapons are now in development, including the air-to-air missiles, hypersonic missiles, ground attack missiles, weapons. Which of the following is not characteristic of a fifth generation weapon? That's the question. Does anybody want to change their answer?
Yeah, I do. Comment W2WLD.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I don't think they've put AI in weapons yet, so change mine to Delta, please. W2WLD.
I got you for Delta and false. Anybody else? All right, let's go ahead and go on down the list. And yeah, Bill, your signals are pretty good in here. You're running about an S8. Good copy on you today. Let's go to, let's see, N4GYY. Frank, you're up. And 4GYY, K4YDB. Well, I got just about all of that. Your signal's just above the noise, Frank. But anyway, I got you down for what Bill said. Where's you at on this list? I got you down for, was it Delta and Fox? I'm writing them down over here, and he's doing the same thing on the thing over there, so I just want to make sure that we matched up over there. Anyway, I'll break with you. Let's go to W4 Charlie Uniform Victor. W4CUV, you're up. I may need help with him.
W4CUV, you're up.
Is he talking?
No copy.
John, WA6LJS, can you give him a call? I'm probably not going to hear him. He's too close. He's in Florida.
Yeah, I'll give it a try. W4CUV, Gary, you're up. WA6LJS relay. Now, nothing heard, Charlie, on 2 SDRs and local, over.
Oh, Roger. Well, we'll give him a shout in just a minute when we get down to the bottom of the list. I'll see if I can remember to go back to him. Let's go to NX6RG. Bob, thank you very much for the question. I hope I didn't mess it up.
Thank you, Charlie, and good morning. This is NX6RG. Well, good morning to all the flyers. Well, you know, when I see a diversity of answers, I think it's a good question because I generally try to write these to be informative. So, Charlie, when it comes time to give the answer, why don't you let me take my 73 round right after that, and I'll provide some additional explanation to the answers here. Anyway, it's overcast right now, a little bit of marine layer, but it's going to be a nice day this afternoon in the very low 70s, so it's going to be a delightful day here. K4YDB, NX6RG.
NX6RG, K4YDB. Bob, I'll be happy to do that once we get down to the bottom. I'll turn it over to you before we go down to 73 round. I'll give the answer and you can give the explanation. How about that? Let's go to Brian, WB5DRI. Brian, you're up.
Yeah, K4YDB and the net. This is WB5DRI down here in San Antonio. Good morning, Charlie, and good morning to all on the net. And I wanted to say thanks, Charlie, for taking the net for Mike there, and thanks to Bob there for the question, a great question. And also wanted to say thank you for your service to our visitor there from Missouri there, AE0 Tango Oscar, I believe it is. So Ryan there, I think, in Missouri. So thanks for joining us this morning, and good to hear you, and thanks for your service there. Let's see, on your question there, Bob's question, I'm going to go with Delta. I don't think they're using that much AI in the weapon systems yet, but all the others are certainly, I think, characteristics of fifth generation weapon systems. So I'm going to go with Delta and Foxtrot, or false for the second question there about I think the F-22 is still much superior to the J-21. Anyway, those are my answers, and I'm going to say 73s at this time, Charlie. I need to be one and done this morning because I need to check on my wife and take care of her today. She's still recovering
from her operation, and also wanted to keep Rich in our prayers there for a great outcome on his operation there. So everybody have a great day out there, and thanks again for getting me in there this morning, Charlie, and hope to hear everybody on the net tomorrow when I'm net control. 73 is K4YDB, WB5DRI, back to net. Good day, everybody.
WB5DRI, K4YDB, we got you down as Delta and False, and you're one and done in 73. So I'll say 73s to you, Mr. Brian. You got a good signal too, by the way. Run between a 7 and 8 this morning. Normally you run about a 9, but you're still coming in pretty good over here. Yeah, and we're all thinking about Rich. I know he's having his surgery today, and hopefully everything will turn out okay for him. I hope everything just goes very, very well, and we are praying for him also. I'll break with you, Brian. Let's go to John, W7AJN. John, you're up.
Praise the Lord for her healing. As far as Rich is concerned, pray for Rich that his outcome will be very, very positive. On your question,
W7AJN K4YDB. Well, I got you locally over on my radio, but just above the noise. But I was copying you really good on the Utah number 2 there. Got you down for Delta and False. Okay, let's go down to Jack, KM4CAX. Oh, yeah, KM4CAX. Jack, you're up. KM4CAX, K4YDB. Yeah, fly fishing. I've never even attempted that at all. Yeah, you're saying I'm copying on my radio over here pretty good. You're just above the noise, but I did copy you real well on the Utah number 2 SDR. All right, so we got you down as Delta and False. I'll break with you. Let's go to N4GV, Gregory. I may not hear him, so John, you may want to try to bring him in for me, please.
He's talking.
All right, thanks, John. I did not hear him at all over here. All right, let's go to K6PX. Steve. Let's go to Steve. Oh, he's RX only. Okay, well, good morning, Steve. I hope everything's going well for you today and you're getting some nice, beautiful, sunny, hot, not too hot weather. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's go down here to, well, we got I guess it was already answered. I got 2 visitors on the bottom. Let's go to Kilo Juliet 6, Victor Golf, KJ6 VVG. What you got for our net today? KJ6 VVG, you're up. W2 WLD, Mr. Bell, can you give him a shout?
Say again, Charlie.
Can you try this Kilo Juliet 6 Victor Golf? I'm not getting anything.
Kilo Juliet 6 Victor Golf, W2 WLD, there. Charlie.
All right. Does anybody hear that station?
No, I don't hear that station, but I heard K6PX, so apparently he can transmit, Charlie.
Oh, okay. K6PX, K4YDB. Go ahead. Roger. Got you down for Delta Fox. Good to hear you in there. All right, let's go ahead and try this one more station down there. Kilo Charlie 9, Juliet, Quebec, November. KC9, JQN. What you got for our net today, Roy? John, WA6LJS, can you give him a try?
Yeah, go ahead, Charlie, WA6LJS.
Oh, yeah, can you try this Kilo Charlie 9 JQN?
Yeah, let me try it. The Kilo Charlie 9 JQN, you're up.
WA6LJS relay. No, nothing heard on 2 SDRs and locally. Back to net.
All right, thanks for that. That's the bottom of the list that I have. Did I miss anybody? I hear somebody way down in the noise. Try it again.
Relay.
Go ahead.
It's Whiskey X-Ray 7 Lima Lima Art.
Can you work him for me? I'm not hearing him.
Okay, Art, WX7 Lima Lima. This is NX6RG for net. Go ahead and take your turn, Art. Okay, Art, thanks for checking in. And Charlie, Art says he got in late this morning, but just wanted to check in and say hello to everybody. NX6RG, over.
All right, thanks for that, Bob. I wasn't copying him at all on my radio over here. I did pick up a little bit on the SDR, though. Anyway, 73's Art, and enjoy your day out there. You're always welcome checking in anytime you want to, as long as we're here. Do we have any more check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club net? Okay, I'm going to go back and try W4CUV one more time. W4CUV, if you're there, go ahead and take your turn. Okay, hearing nothing, let's go ahead and give the answer to the question. I know everybody's anxiously waiting. And Bob, do you want to just go ahead and step in right now?
Go ahead and give the answer, and then I'll make the comments.
Roger, roger. Okay, for the 5th generation weapons that are now in development, including the air-to-air missiles, hypersonic missiles, ground attack weapons, which of the following is not characteristic of a 5th generation weapon? Well, most of you pretty much got it pretty close, but the correct answer, actually a couple of you got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I see about 4 people got it right. The answer was Delta. Is incorrect. So we are not developing AI-enhanced weapons that can think for themselves regarding of the best way to achieve a kill, but it is coming. Okay, as far as the bonus question goes, the F-22 stealth fighter was developed to be the dominant air superiority fighter. It boasted a first kill capability that made it superior to all adversaries. The question was true or false. It says the Chinese J-20 stealth fighter and its PL-15 air-to-air missile has diminished the F-22's threat so that it's no longer has the first kill advantage. Okay, the answer, guys, is true, and it's the one that one of the principles that drives one of the principal drivers for the NGAD or the Next Generation Air Defense Dominance Fighter Development Program. I will turn it over to Bob, to NX6RG, for more explanation.
Okay, Charlie, this is NX6RG. So just about everybody, I think, missed that answer. So let me just say that against the J-20 and the PL-15, it was against that particular adversary. Does it still have its first kill capability? No, it doesn't. Remember that the first look means we detect and know where the enemy is before the enemy is even aware where we are, or if we're there at all. That's the advantage of stealth. So now we're up against a stealthy J-20 platform. And in addition to that, the PL-15 has a longer range than the AIM-120 AMRAAM. So in question one, or the question of the day, these fifth generation weapons that we are now developing, including air-to-air missiles, hypersonic missiles, and ground attack weapons, one of the key features, particularly for air-to-air weapons, is we want longer range. We want to be able to reach out to the enemy at least as much as they can reach out to us. So that's the issue with that particular threat with the J-20 and the PL-15. With regard to that first question, to be clear about artificial intelligence, and Charlie was nailing it there, our weapons are still not capable of independent action, in terms of thinking for themselves, analyzing the data in the sensors that it has. But we are certainly doing collaborative, meaning they work together. And in fact, DARPA has spent millions of dollars developing swarming weapons that are basically air-to-ground weapons to attack ground targets. So that's definitely true. Anyway, I generated this question this morning thinking that we all ought to be thinking about why it's so important to develop the next generation of weapons that our aircraft are carrying, as well as the threats that the F-22, an air-dominant weapon, when it was designed in the early 80s, a lot of time has passed, and we need that next generation, just like the B-21 bomber is needed to be the follow-on from the B-2. So anyway, I hope the question was informative. Some of you missed answer F, digitally designed. That is a key component now of virtually every weapon system. It just means that we no longer go to the drawing board. Everything is digital. And the consequence of that is huge because it enables information to be passed down the supply chain to generate individual parts or component parts. And it actually speeds things up. It helps us with modernization and logistics support. So digital design is that's key, and that's central basically to every weapon system we have in development right now. Anyway, I hope it was an informative question, and we'll come up with another one in the future. K4YDB and X6RG.
And X6RG K4YDB. Yeah, it was an interesting question, and I tell you what, your explanation was a whole lot better than mine, that's for sure. And please, nobody asked me to repeat what he just said. Anyway, do we have any more check-ins for the Flyers Net? Call now.
There's a comment in there.
Go comment. I'm not hearing him, John. Can you help me?
He's talking. Did you get that, Charlie?
No, I had the SDR muted. I did not copy it on my radio at all.
Yeah, that was the K6TX. He was stating that it's a big mistake that they got supercomputers courtesy of Clinton there. That the enemy got supercomputers, over.
Roger. Yeah, I got the SDR back up again, so. All right, well, let's see. Let's try Bill, W2WLD. Can you put out a final call for us, please?
Welcome, Charlie. This is W2WLD, upstate New York. Last call for check-ins for the Air Force's Flyers Club. Call now. They're all quiet, Charlie.
Thanks for that, Bill. How about John, WA6LJS? Can you put out a final call for us, please?
Yeah, we'll call WA6LJS relay for net control. Last call for check-ins, either late members or visitors. Call now.
Kilo 7 Yankee Romeo Charlie.
We got a K7 Yankee Romeo Charlie, I think. Did you copy that?
Roger, I got him. Kilo 7 Yankee Romeo Charlie. This is K4YDB net control for the Air Force's Flyers Club net. Let me have your name and location.
My name is Bob. I'm located in Eastern Washington, and I'm a member. I should be on your list down there near the bottom somewhere.
I don't see you on my list here. I'm sorry I missed you. Kilo 7 YRC. There you are. Now you're there. I don't have any club information on you. Say you are a member?
Roger.
Bob, why don't you go ahead and take your turn?
Okay, not much to say this morning. Really nasty weather here in Eastern Washington. And other than that, I just wanted to check in late here. I'm just right near the end here. So all flyers have a good day, and it's going to put them in here again. K7YRC.
K7YRC, K4YDB. Well, you're not that strong coming out of Washington. You bounce between a 5 and a 6 over here. But I got all of that. We're getting ready to start our 73 round. You gonna stick around?
I know you don't. I'm not hearing anybody at all except you, basically, in the California station. Over.
Oh, Roger. Well, 73s, and stick around. I'll give you a shout just in case, Bob, from Washington. All right, let's go ahead and begin our 73 round. I got to go to the top of the page. Stand by a minute. Okay, let's go to, they're gone. Let's go to Mo, KD0RSA. Mo, you still there? 73.
KD0RSA. Well, thank you, Charlie, for picking me up. I don't know. I just got the ass turned back on. Anyway, we have a nice day here. I don't know about all of my questions, but I got some of them answered. Thank you for that, fellas. And so everybody have a good day. KD0RSA. I'll turn back to you, Charlie. Over.
KD0RSA, K4YDB was 73, Mo. Always good to hear you in there. I'm sorry you didn't get your questions answered. I've been too busy here the last few days. I haven't had a chance to really take a look at any of that stuff. Anyway, I'll break with you, Mo. Let's see if our visitor is still there. Ryan, Alpha Echo 0 Tango Oscar, AE0TO. You're still there, Ryan? 73 round. Does anybody hear that station? Let's continue on down our list. Let's go to lead. Cliff, W5PIX. Cliff, you're up.
You just caught me going into a dip here, Charlie, and getting forced. Yeah, I almost knew that. Oh, my goodness. We built a whole time-thinking thing. Mr. Bob, there you got us on that one. Anyways, there's still, we only got a few little perfect times. We may get some rain over the weekend if the heat generates it, but looks like our high pressure south fixing to move in, so we're going to be experiencing some very warm weather. Well, Charlie, thank you for running the net, and really good. I've had a good, clear copy on just about everybody here in the mobile. Really interesting. Even Hunt Bale and can barely hear Don Bryan. but I'm about 3.5 miles from the home QCH, so we will be in the driveway here in just a little bit. So I'll say 73s to everyone, and thank you, Charlie. Thank you again for running the net. W5PIX.
W5PIX K4YDB. Well, Cliff, you drive safe out there, my friend. And we'll look for you. I don't know if you're going to be on Echolink or not, but we may see you there. Let's go on down to WA6LJS. John, 73.
Okay, thank you, Charlie. K4YDB, WA6LJS. Well, you've been holding up S9 or better the whole time, but some of the others are in and out and had to use the SDR. Anyway, good net, good question from Bob there. And interesting, I've been watching your live stream, and all of a sudden it got blurry. And I didn't know if it was you or me, so what I did is I logged off, and I came in fresh again, and it was cleared up. So something on my end caused your live stream to blur. But obviously it was my problem, because when I came in again, it was nice and crystal clear. So 7-3 says thanks a lot for running the net for Mike there. Back to you, K4YDB, WA6LJS.
WA6LJS, K4YDB. Well, your signals dropped down a little bit now. You're burning about a good, peaking at about an S6 over here. Yeah, it does that to me every once in a while. I don't know why it does it. I see it on the iPad. I don't have it up today, though, because I got the iPad. It's got the question in it, so I had to keep that up. And I couldn't do both with the iPad. iPad's not that smart. It can only do like one thing at a time. But anyway, 73's John, and thanks for your help. I may see you on Echolink for a few minutes. I want to get the pressure washer out today and see if I can start cleaning up some of my sheds out back. Break with you. Let's go to Lee. Now, Lee, W4PUO. Let me step back from the speakers. You're up, 73, Lee.
K4YDB, W4PUO. I'll try to talk a little softer, Charlie. You're at 30 over pipeline here all day long, and it's nice to hear people again. W4PUO, 73s to all the flyers, and everybody have a blessed day. W4PUO.
73s, Lee, and you have the same. We'll look for you tomorrow when Brian's got the net. Anyway, let's go to Jim, W6WAY. Jim, you're up for 73. '73s, Jim, and have yourself a good day. And see, W5ABI is still RX only, but 73s, Joe, and have a good day. Let's go to KA4YES. Tom, you're up for 73. Does anybody hear him?
KA4YES, Tom, you're up. 73 round.
'Thanks, John. K4YES 73s, and enjoy your day. Let's go to Bob, K1BOB. Bob, you're up for 73.
Thanks, Charlie. Wonderfully done, Net. Appreciate you. Appreciate you doing it for Chief Mike there today. Good question. I learned a lot, and thank Bob for that. And a good explanation on the answers on that. Very good. It can get frustrating. I've heard the B-21 called a 5th generation and a 6th generation by the manufacturer, so I don't know. But certainly a great question and a lot of discussion. Anyway, thanks, Charlie. Big group today, and everyone think of Rich. He's probably in the operating room right now, I would imagine. Well, it's a very long procedure. Anyway, best of luck to him. Anyway, K1BOB, and Charlie, thanks again. Back to K4YDB. K1BOB.
K1BOB, K4YDB. Well, Bob, your signal's still holding up quite nicely over here. Anyway, 73's Bob, and I might see you on Echolink for a few. Bill, W2WLD, you're up for 73.
Yeah, okay, Charlie. And Bob, if you're still listening, great question, great explanation afterwards. And Charlie, you had quite a list today. Great job. Thank you. 73 all. K4YDB, W2WLD.
W2WLD, K4YDB. Well, 73's Bill, and thanks for the picture, by the way. Looks pretty good. Let's go to N4GYY. Frank, you're up for 73. John, can you try, Frank?
Yeah, let me give it a shot. N4GYY. Frank, you're up for 73 round. WA6LJS relay. I'm not hearing anything, Charlie.
All right, let's move on then. Let's go to NX6RG. Bob, you're up for 73.
Okay, Charlie, K4YDB, NX6RG. Well, hope everyone enjoyed the question. Lots to think about when you're reading about next generation weapons development, and boy, we haven't even touched the huge change in command and control that's inherent in these fifth generation weapons. So that'll be a question for another day. Anyway, 73's to all the flyers, and have a great day. We'll see everybody on Monday. K4YDB, NX6RG.
NX6RG, K4YDB. Well, Bob, you have a good day, and thank you very much for that question. It was interesting, and I did learn something today. Let's go to John, W7AJN. John, you're up for 73.
Thanks a lot, and thanks for the great question.
Awesome.
Very good, very informative. Learned a lot from that one. So keep them coming. I always need to get more information and more understanding. So appreciate it. I appreciate the taking the next time. And so K4YDB, W7AJN, 73 to all the flyers.
W7AJN, K4YDB. Well, John, your signal's held up over here in Georgia. I'm glad to hear Kayla was doing very well. Anyway, 73s to you, and let's go down to Jack, KM4CAX. Jack, 73 rounds. You still there? KM4CAX, K4YDB with 73s. Jack will look for you. Probably maybe on Echolink. But I'm just reminding everybody, we do the Echolink node. We'll go right over there right after this net and see if we can do another 73 round over there or do a little discussion over there. Anyway, let's go to NG4V. Let's go to Greg. NG4V, you're up for 73. NG4V, you there? Frequencies in use, old man.
Frequencies in use.
That's young man to you.
Anybody copy NG4V?
N4GB, November 4 Golf Victor, are you there? No, nothing heard, Charlie. Back to that.
All right, thanks. Let's go to K6PX. Steve, you're up for 73. K6PX, K4YDB. Steve, it's always good to hear you. I don't hear you very strong, but I've got you over here. 73s. Let's go to K6DLC. K6DLC, you're up for 73, Dan. Is he talking?
Nothing heard.
Bill, you still there? Can you give him a shout? I think Bill's gone. Let's try Art. Whiskey X-Ray 7 Lima Lima. And Bob, NX6RG, I think you copied him. If you don't come back, WX7 Lima Lima, you up for 73? Whiskey X-Ray 7 Lima Lima. Art, I got you actually that time, but you were just above the noise. But anyway, 73s and have a good day. Let's go to Kilo 7, Yankee Romeo Charlie. Rob or Bob, what's your 73 round? K7YRC, 73 round. All right, hearing nothing. That's the bottom of the list that I have. Did I miss anybody? Do we have any more final comments before we shut the net down?
Whiskey Charlie 5 Mobile.
November 5, Quebec, Lima, San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, I got a Whiskey Charlie 5. Quickly, because we got to move on. We got another net that starts right after ours.
Okay, I'm just trying to check and install Whiskey Charlie 5 Bravo Mobile. Name is Tom in Oklahoma City. Just wanted to make sure it was working.
Roger, Roger. You got a good signal into Georgia here. You're running a good S9.
Okay, thank you, sir. 73.
73. And I heard another station in there. What's that? Who's the other station?
November 5, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, San Antonio, Texas.
9 Charlie Sierra Whiskey. Can I check in over?
November 9, stand by. November 5, Quebec, Lima. Is that correct?
That's November 5, Quebec, Lima, Alpha. I'll repeat. November 5, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, from San Antonio, Texas.
Okay. November 5, Quebec, Lima, Alpha. What you got for our net today?
Thank you, sir. I only just to check in. No, thank you.
Okay, my call is Kilo 4, Yankee Delta Bravo. You're welcome to join us anytime, but unfortunately I got to shut the net down. I'm running out of time here. I had one more station in there, and then I got to shut the net down.
November 9 Charlie Sierra Whiskey. November 9 Charlie Sierra Whiskey. Over.
Is it November 9, Charlie Kilowatt 0?
Miguel 16, Miguelito. Miguel, ¿estás ahí?
That Charlie Kilo Lima station. I got most of that, but anyway, I got to shut the net down. Thanks for giving us a try. We'll be here tomorrow at the same time. This is K4YDB, now closing the net, returning the frequency back to normal amateur use. I'd like to thank all the relays out there, Mr. Bill, W2WLD, John, WA6LJS, NX6RG for your help and your question. Very good, I enjoyed that. K1BOB, our commander, and let's see, W5OG for setting up the net logger for us. 7-3s, everybody have a good day, and we will look for you on Echolink for a few minutes. SK4YDB now closing the net, return the frequency back to normal amateur use. 73s, guys. November 9 Charlie Kilo Whiskey, is that correct? November 9 Charlie Sierra X-ray, right? Oh, November 9 Charlie Sierra Whiskey. Oh yeah, I see you in there now. I'm not copying much of that at all. You're way down in the noise, and my SDR's done shut down on me. It's been running for over an hour and a half. Thanks, Jack. This is K4YDB.